Hey everybody, it's Carlos from Immortals Inc. How you doing?
Good.
I got Mike over here on the mic.
Mike on the mic's camera's broken. I'm sorry. Yep, Mike.
And today we're going to talk about, do you like animals?
Yeah.
Do you like bronies?
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 Are you talking about jabronis?
No, not at all. Anyway, all kidding. Bronies aren't what we're talking about here. I think I was thinking of something else. What are the guys that dress up like animals and
Furries?
furries? Do you like
What are
furries?
bronies? Is that even appropriate?
Bronies are
Can we even keep
My
that in
Little
there?
Pony.
All right.
My Little Pony, guys. You ever see that documentary?
No. So they're
Watch that documentary. It's sad and hilarious all at the same time.
So yeah, like I got nothing against furries. I don't partake in the furryisms.
Okay, so this isn't furry related. Just so you know, just so everybody knows, this is not furry related. I don't care if you are, just it's not related. Today we're going to talk about burrows and badgers. Burrows and badgers. Because I like things from England, and this is from Osprey Games.
Oh yeah.
So which I'm starting to get more of. The distributor's starting to carry a little more of.
But
But
fancy. They package great.
Burrows and Badgers, a skirmish game of anthropomorphic animals. Oh, second time I had to try that one.
Say it 5 times fast.
I know. So Bunnies and Burrows, I think Bunnies and Burrows or Bunnies and Bear was a role-playing game. Did you ever see some cartoons or shows where animals like have human? We're not talking about, what's that new one from Disney or Pixar or something? Where they have a rabbit and
Life of Pets, Secret Life of Pets or whatever.
no, that's not even so much. They're still dogs just with voices, but
Zootopia.
All right. Okay, I don't know it, but that's not this. Did you ever see The Secret of Nim?
Nope.
Okay. That is a crazy cartoon from like I think the 70s or 80s where people said, "Oh, it's a cartoon." It was like this brutal animal, like animals act the way animals do, takedown of death and destruction and betrayal, and it's like, whoa! It was like a real story. And a lot of people are like, "Wow, that's crazy." But anyway, people like anthropomorphic is like, you know,
Anthropomorphic.
animals with human characteristics or whatever, mannerisms or walking or whatever.
Mhm.
Pretty much any cartoon with, you know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles could be that, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, there's a role playing game. I think it was called Bunnies and Burrows or Bunnies and something, Bunnies and Carrots or something weird, but it's also a little dark.
Bunnies and Carrots checks out.
I don't know. It's an older game. Imagine that it didn't go too far, but it's classic. I'll have to find it. But this is the second edition of, it's a skirmish game, which to my surprise, I thought I'll check it out. I like it. You know, Osprey Games come up with some weird stuff. They're out of England, you know, over the seas. So they look at things differently, which is sometimes the way I like, you know, it's a change of pace. So it's fun to do. But this is like a combination of Kill Team and Blood Bowl. It's a tabletop skirmish game where you have like it's like skirmish. So it's like 12 guys at most on each side. And it's all about animals. So they make a miniature from Oathsworn Miniatures, I think it is. I'll give you the link put downstairs. But they make a whole line of these miniatures. They're all animal related, from mouses to badgers to hounds to everything like that. But you build a squad. It's set in this this fictional land of Albion, and it's got this whole back history of, you know, it's from England, so they did a pretty good job of writing it in, say, medieval blunder. You know, they even have some blunderbuss time, so right around that period, like kind of like the period time of what did we just review?
Black Powder and Brimstone.
Black Powder and Brimstone. So it's set in that era. It's 30 millimeter, and I thought it was just going to be like, you know, a little miniature game where they push around the table. No, this is a pretty detailed, high end miniature game. It comes out and it's 30 millimeter, 12 people to a side. You can have up to 12 miniatures a side, but you build these clans, or what do they call them? They're not clans. They're called I wrote it down.
Cliques.
Bands. Your bands of heroes, right? And what I like it is like it's very English. So it's even got the English words that are different. And to build your squad or your band, you get 350 pennies to start, and then each animal or each person or each unit costs so many pennies, and then you can equip the miniature how you want. So it's like he wants a sword, you want to have a blunderbuss, you want to have this or that, and then all of them are different. So like
Nunchucks.
Nunchucks. I don't know if that was in here. I didn't see that, but I guess you could if it's in here, right? And it costs so many pennies, and you build your squads like that or your bands like that. And then the bands are broken down into a leader, a lieutenant, and then like 10 soldiers you can have up to 10, underlings. But each of them can be given a skill. They have skill points. They can advance in level. They have different equipment you can give them, and then there's even rare items that only one's. In your band you can only have one each. And I found it funny because they have different levels of the animals. So like a level 1 animal would be like a mouse or something small like that. A mouse to I wrote it down here somewhere. Where'd it go? A mouse to a grub. You know what a grub is?
It's smaller than a mouse. Is it a little? What is a grub?
It's like a small little animal.
What do they do?
They just kind of eat dirt.
They're just useless.
Yeah. Well, no, they serve a purpose. I'm just not. I can't.
They eat dirt.
Well, a grub is actually an insect. I'm sorry, I corrected. A grub's the insect. Is like kind of, you don't want them in your lawn. I know that.
Somebody educate us on grubs.
Yeah, somebody link us a grub thing.
Some grub.
And then the different sizes go. You go from hedgehog to platypus. That's the next size. A hare to a fox. You ever see a rabbit? You always think of rabbits are small. You ever see like real rabbits?
Yeah.
Oh, they'll claw your face off.
Mm-hmm.
And then a badger to a hound. So those would be the heavy hitters, like the large animals. What you do is you get your band together, and then you get the band together, and then you add a bunch of stuff to them, like their equipment, their treasury. You build a den, and you can upgrade your den so that your characters. You build all these characters, not like too terribly much. You have campaigns. I think there's like 14 or 15 campaigns, which I haven't read yet, but based on that, you go on campaigns and you battle against each other.
How long are the campaigns?
It's just like battles as you go, I guess.
Oh, so they're like, it depends on who you're with and how you're playing.
Yeah, how you're playing. So
15 though, it's a lot. So
yeah, it's a pretty good number. I mean, out of this book, which has surprised me.
Yeah,
and it's very detailed, and the system is real simple. So like, if you have an animal, and it comes with each character, like in 40K or anything like that, each character has I think it's 9 stats. Like run. On different like 9 stats, like movement, strikes, missile weapons, whatever, and then assigned to each of those is a D, a D8, a D6, a D8, because that's what. And then that number you roll, if you're fighting another character, if I understand this correctly, you roll off against them. So if you have a D8 in strike and your opponent has a D8 in dodge, you roll the dice, add any modifiers you might get from weapons or armor, and then whoever wins, that's who wins. And then you go from there. And then, each character has so many hits it can take. And then, after that, it becomes, like
roadkill.
They don't call it that. They call it like, it's almost like a Blood Bowl thing where you can put them in the reserves or they're hurt or whatever.
Oh my God.
They can die. Yeah, I got to go.
Not taxidermying these things. Get taxidermied.
Taxidermy it.
Revive you.
But each of your miniatures can have a skill. Each of your miniatures can have special weapons. Each of them can have different level advancements. So it's pretty. There's a lot of role playing, and there's a lot of skills, which kind of made me laugh because I thought it would just be a couple skills. There's all these in-depth skills, and then there's different alliances you can be a part of. Like one of the ones I saw was the Kindred, and it's like they're they follow nature, and they don't like modern technology, so they're very aggressive about it. They even have like not bounty hunters, but what are those swords for hire? What they call them?
Oh yeah, basically
swords for hire. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can have those, like individual groups. You could have some. They have a whole backstory. They're aligned to certain parts of the kingdom, and it's pretty good. And they use a lot of stuff like you can even have monthly, like your den can gain monthly money from whatever they're doing or whatever like that. So there's a little bit of role playing in there, and then they have magic in here too. That the creatures can use, because obviously this is a magical setting. Obviously this is a magical setting. But there's a pretty hefty magic section in here with a lot of different magic related to nature, good, evil, nature.
Sure, Root fans and
yeah,
Bloom Burrow fans.
Roots, any of the animal.
If you're like a Magic player and you want to play something other than Magic, Bloom Burrow.
Bloom Burrow.
If you like Bloom Burrow, you'll like this, right?
Yeah, and if you want something different, like this isn't the book I can carry. The miniatures, I'd probably go through that.
Can you get them from Osprey?
No, it's Oath, whatever that, Oath Sworn.
Oh,
where are they? It's right at the top here. Oath Sworn miniatures. If you go see, you go to their site and it's just all these miniatures. They're nicely done too. So they have all the miniatures you need. They're from England, so you got to pay for shipping overseas. Like I don't carry them right now. I'm not going to say they would, but Reaper miniatures, they have a lot of, animal stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They might work out and fit what you need to do if you ever want to trade. But I think games like this, I've noticed like this one and that one When Darkness Comes, it's about the gameplay and it's about the miniature game, and it's also about the hobby itself, like the miniatures, because they're like, hey, you can make these landscapes or the battlefields itself, because I did look at a lot of their stuff and it's pretty cool battlefields. Like you can make a whole little hobbit village and go to town, and that seems to be just as important, the hobbying aspect of it, which is kind of cool. That if you like that kind of stuff, like you're any kind of animal related, like the Bloodborne or whatever, not Bloodborne.
Blood Bowl.
No, not Blood Bowl. Gloomhaven.
Oh, Bloom Burrow.
Jeez, oh Pete, man.
So many blooms. So many
blooms and burrows. But if you're looking for a different kind of miniature game, and they even say right in the rules in the front, they're like, hey, listen, we're here to have fun and tell a story. It's not so much, over the top, like competitive. Yeah. It's not a competitive tournament kind of deal. You're here to have fun and tell a story. But they give you a lot of rules, and I'm like, wow, these are kind of cool. And there's even like little in the back, they have like the Den character sheet, you have the Alliance character sheet, and then you have all your little guys, all their little character sheets. You can name them, put them on there. They had floppy-eared Jack comes out of the bushes, and it's kind of cool. But I'm pleasantly surprised by this. I kind of read the rules and how it works and some of the minor stuff, but this is something I'm going to sit down and actually read. And like, God forbid I get any time, I might actually. Like I think it would be cool to have a little Badger army, because
Honey Badger don't give
a
damn.
It's going to be Honey Badger plus.
Because
Honey Badger don't give a what. But I thought it would be funny, like just a Honey Badger army. Who's taking out my Honey Badger army?
Nobody's taking that out.
Yeah, we're going to take it out. Do they even have Honey Badgers in England? No, that is
somewhere.
That sounds like an Australian thing.
They're somewhere there.
Yeah, escaped.
Yeah, they're escaped. They're at a zoo.
But it's pretty good because you do have like sword and shield is what you're going with here in armor, but they also do have blunderbuss and black powder weapon options, which is funny to have a mouse with a blunderbuss.
That's a major kickback. I don't know if they're going to be able to handle the kickback.
But you could tell the story. But I enjoyed it. I enjoy a lot of stuff from Osprey Games is because it's just different. Oh, and the artwork, the cover artwork, that goes through this whole book. It is... the artwork and the miniature painting is excellent in this book. Let me get you that
is nice.
The artwork is nice. It tells the story. It sets the mood of the game and everything else. They had a good, here, Sir Mouselots. So, these are good stuff here. They have nice stuff. The binding's good. Here's the other thing about these books. I have dropped this thing 3 times on cement because sometimes I take it to my real work, and I dropped it in the locker room. It's cement. And I thought, it's damaged. Binding's solid, didn't damage it. So it made me laugh.
One thing England will do is make good books.
Well, I guess. I mean, pretty solid. Let's see where it was printed first, because that's going to be the... I don't want to be wrong about... printed and bound in Turkey. Yep, might be Turkey.
Shout out Turkey then. They're doing the hair transplant.
I might be completely wrong. It might be completely wrong. It's not something I've seen.
If you need a good book or you need a good hair transplant, go to Turkey.
That is a thing, though. The hair transplant thing. That's a weird thing, right? Like, why? I don't know.
Just be a man. Go bald.
I know. Screw it. All right. If you like that and you like what you saw and heard, give us a like, give us a subscribe, or you become a member. We have many members, including Alien. Arthur, who I'm not gonna
Not gonna say the last name till we
because he's
confirm
gonna
it.
kill me.
My grandmother Diana
And
Disney Treasures.
Disney Treasures.
Yep, and you could be one of those names too. We put it at the end of every video, and you get benefits that does not come to the normal subscriber. You get videos before everybody else, and everything that you invest into us goes directly back into the podcast, which we appreciate.
All right, guys. Till next time.
Later.